Hello and welcome to my channel, You Are The One, where we talk all things law of assumption to help with your manifesting game. Today we are doing another Neville Says from my favorite book in the world, The Complete Reader. And the book is The Power of Awareness. The chapter is All Things Are Possible. That's what we're talking about today. Stick around. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Hedley. I am a qualified life coach and author, specializing in the law of assumption, if you haven't already guessed. It is the stories that we tell that create our reality. So if you want to change any part of your reality, then you have to change the story first. And if you want to create the most amazing reality, helps to know how to tell the most amazing stories and hold them long enough for your reality to catch up. That's where you really develop this muscle, is holding a new story that is not yet in evidence in your reality with your five senses. That's the game. That's what we want to become more proficient with. So that is why I'm here, and that's where these teachings can really help. If you'd like support with that, I am available for one-to-one coaching. I also have a free 21-day Set Yourself Up with the Ultimate Self-Concept course, which I am going to be updating very shortly, but you can still get that as well. And what else? I'm on Instagram. You'll find all of those details in the box below this video or at my website, youaretheone.com.au. Okay, let's get into it. I thought we would do another Neville Says because I haven't done one in a while, and I am still listening and reading The Complete Reader. As soon as I finish, I just go back to the beginning and I start again, and I always get something new. Just before I get into this, in terms, well, actually it relates to All Things Are Possible. I am, and I'm not going to share the story because it hasn't yet manifested properly, but since coming into these teachings, there was one person in my previous reality that I wanted to be back in contact with. This was a specific person from a long time ago. And it's not that I want to be in a relationship with this person, but I wanted to bring them back into my reality. Now, this person has left my reality. There has been no contact for over 10 years. And there'd be no way of contacting each other because we just have gone in different directions, and things have changed so dramatically that we're not in contact on any socials or anything. I don't even think we know the same people. So I would have no idea how we would even contact each other. And of course, I don't have to know. So I have been using these techniques, and I have been using the I am technique. And I have been doing this on this particular person, with this person, knowing that this person is me reflected back. So I now know that this person is a reflection of me in consciousness, which makes it a lot easier. But I have not seen any movement for 2 years. And I want to share that with you, because if you are out there looking for movement and you're not getting any and you're getting frustrated, just know that this is a life game. This is not just a once off. And I have been working with these techniques for 2 years because I know that that's how this works. Now, that might sound like a long time to you, but I had some negative assumptions with this person. I had to revise some things. And so I have been learning of the things that have been going on that I needed to change with this person in order for them to show back up in my reality. And just today, I received the first sign of movement. I have not had any movement in 10 years. I haven't had any movement in 2 years. Today was the first time that I saw movement. Now, this person's not back in my reality, but they are so close. Like, it gives me chills. It gives me chills how close they are, because I'm like, oh my goodness, it's happening. It's happening. And I don't have to do anything. That's the beauty of this. I have no desire to reach out into reality and contact this person or find where this person is, because I know that my reality and consciousness and God or imagination or whatever it is, that's the mystery that will have this person show up in the most miraculous, amazing way that I couldn't possibly choreograph. And I want to be there for that. I want to be a part of that amazingness, which means I have to exercise patience and commitment and faith, knowing that this is how things work. And this leads into the chapter, All Things Are Possible. And I just wanted to share that with you. If any of you going through doubt, or you're like, this is taking too long, I myself am working with things that have not yet shown up. And it's been 2 years with this person, and then it's been 10 years since they've been in my reality. So, you know, but the reason that I'm not in any rush with this is because this is a lifetime game for me. I'm not in any rush. I don't care how long it takes. I'll just continue showing up and doing the work, and there's all these other things that I'm focusing on and manifesting as well. So it's not like they're the only thing that I'm focusing on or aware of. But I just wanted to share that, you know, the most amazing things are happening. And yes, it can feel like it's taking some time, but you want to get to a place where you're not needing it to happen. You're just enjoying the process, and you're using the techniques, and you're holding the faith, and you're knowing that you are the cause of your reality. And if you continue to show up to yourself every single day, do the work, apply the techniques, your reality will and must and absolutely, without a doubt, reflect back the work you're doing in consciousness. And I will look forward to sharing the video where my manifestation has arrived back in my reality, because that is going to be one cracker of a story. So I'll put that one on hold for now, but I just wanted to share that with you. So let's get into chapter 17, All Things Are Possible from the Power of Awareness. And I just opened the book randomly. I wasn't going to do another video, and then I opened this at this chapter, and I thought, oh, I got to do another video. So the chapter is All Things Are Possible, and the paragraph is, live your life in a sublime spirit of confidence and determination. Disregard appearances, conditions, in fact, all evidence of your senses that deny the fulfillment of your desire. Rest in the assumption that you are already what you want to be. For in that determined assumption, you and your infinite being are merged in creative unity. And with your infinite being, God, all things are possible. God never fails. And in fact, that was such a perfect example to share in line with that paragraph. I didn't plan to share that or for that to work so perfectly, but all things are possible. And the most impossible situation that you might be facing, whether it's with a specific person or something else, all things are possible. The most impossible things are possible. And I have already experienced so much since coming into these teachings, but even before, when I wasn't aware. And then of course, law of assumption just gives a language to what I have experienced, and that's the magic and the mystery. All things are possible. When you are able to hold or at least entertain that assumption, you are expanding yourself into new versions of yourself. Because as long as you're thinking that something is impossible, you are blocking it from your experience. You can't expand into that version of yourself that can experience that, because you've just decided that that's impossible. So even though there are things that haven't shown up in my reality that I don't have any evidence of, I know that all things are possible. If I'm having a desire for something, if you're having a desire for something, within that desire is the seed of possibility. You would not be having that desire if it wasn't possible. Can you hear that? So you might not have any evidence that all things are possible. In fact, you might have things that you've been wanting for a really long time and they haven't shown up, they're not showing up, and you might think that all things are not possible because this thing hasn't shown up. But that's the key. You have to be brave and courageous enough to entertain the possibility that even though something hasn't shown up doesn't mean that it won't or that it can't. It just hasn't yet. That's it. All things are possible. And so you want to live your life. You want to walk through your world, walk through reality with your shoulders back, with your chin up, knowing with supreme confidence that all things are possible and they are coming to you, but they are coming in their own time. Things show up at the perfect hour, not necessarily the hour that you'd like them to, but it is always the perfect hour and in the perfect way. But if you are holding the assumption that all things are possible, then guess what? All things are going to be possible, and you are going to expand yourself into more and more versions, like more expanded versions of yourself, where you're having experiences and you're going to be saying to people more and more, my God, isn't this amazing? I could never have imagined this for myself, which of course you did imagine this for yourself. You just are in awe of the fact that it is now in your reality as a physical manifestation, and you're now having this experience that up until the experience, you didn't know it was possible, but you at least held the assumption that all things were possible. So this is a wonderful assumption to hold. This fly is going nuts. Trying to get my attention. I got to take Dora for a walk. Maybe that's it. Now, this is not about denying reality. You definitely want to face your reality and look at your reality as objectively as you can, because remember, your reality is a product of past consciousness. Your reality is the manifestation of old stories and old assumptions you've been holding. So you want to look at your reality, and then if something is not aligned with the new story that you've decided to tell, that's when you turn away from reality. That's when you deny the evidence of your senses, and you are now turning towards the new reality that is not yet manifested in your imagination, knowing that even though you've never experienced it before, even though you have no evidence of it, all things are possible, because all things are possible, because all things exist in consciousness. All states exist in consciousness. Everything exists in consciousness. Consciousness is everything. And so for you to experience something that you've never experienced before does not mean that it's not possible, just means that you haven't aligned to that possibility yet. That's all that is. Everything is possible. If you are wanting to get your SP back, if you are wanting to reconnect with somebody from your past who you haven't seen in a decade, and you've had absolutely no contact, and there's no way that you can possibly imagine that this person would know how to get in contact with you or even want to get in contact with you. Yet if you decide that that is something you want to experience in your reality, then you just have to, one, know that all things are possible, walk with the supreme confidence that you are going to experience what it is that you desire simply because you've chosen to have that experience in your reality, and then hold the faith and just know. You can use the I am technique, you can use all sorts of other techniques. Have the vision, have a scene. One scene is all you need that implies that your manifestation is now here. Remember, the power is in this moment now. Your future event is now. It may not be in your reality now, but it's in your imagination now. And that is where you need to direct your awareness to now. So if something is not in your reality, you'd like it to be in your reality, then you need to turn your attention away from your reality and turn it towards your imagination and place it there and envision it happening now. Imagine that it is here and now. It is now in your life. It's done. It's here. How does that feel? That feels great. That's how you know that all things are possible, because if you can imagine it in your consciousness, if you can imagine it with your imagination, it has to be possible, otherwise you would not be able to imagine it. And remember, consciousness is the one and only reality, and reality is just reflecting back consciousness. So all things are possible because they're all possible in consciousness, and consciousness is the one and only reality. So I hope that helps. That was just a nice little paragraph that I wanted to do a quick video on. I'm going to take Dora for a walk now. Please remember, you are the amazing creators of your reality. You are the superstar of your show. You are the producer, the writer, the director, and the actor in your movie. What you assume to be true will be so. So assume the best for you. Assume the best for everyone in your movie too, and you will have an amazing life. And this is my wish, my vision, and my prayer for you. Thank you so much for listening. Please like, comment, and share. Love reading your comments, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.